Uh, Good day, I'm Kalusta of BSMTS1 Alpha of the Leasing International Maritime Academy, and I'm here to discuss the basic safe operation of tanker vessel. So let's start with the preparation for loading. Prior loading oil cargo in a tanker vessel requires utmost diligence in planning, and most careful consideration will need to be made in safe operations. And additional to that, the officer in charge, which is the shipmate, shall prepare a detailed cargo oil loading plan before the arrival discharge port. Which means na yung loading plan ay dapat may perma na nabasa ito at naiintindihan ng mga tauhan niya. Sa madaling sabi, alam ng tauhan niya yung cargo plan. So let's move to second, which is the loading. In loading, the responsible officer shall be satisfied and all information should receive, such as primary consideration for restricting maximum rate of loading in order to prevent excessive buildup of pressure within the cargo system. Number 3 is deballasting. In deballasting, as we all know, deballasting is removing water from the ship to sea. So let's move to number 4, which is transport. In transport, we also transport in an oil tanker, also known as petroleum tanker. The ship is designed for the bulk transport of oil or its product. For example, yung paglilipat ng langis from one port to another, which is crude oil, to refineries, para doon siya gawing refined oil or product oil. Number 5 is the preparation for discharge. In preparation of discharge, the responsible officer, which is the shipmate or the chief officer, he shall or she shall prepare a detailed cargo oil discharge plan before the arrival and discharge port. So, ayan. And the discharging naman tayo, which is number 6. In discharging, prior in arriving at the discharge port, exchange of information between ship and the terminal will take place. Let's move to number 7, which is the inerting. Inerting means that one element of fire triangle or the fuel is always present on tanker. And we know the oxygen is an omnipresent. Inerting is the process of reducing the oxygen level in the cargo tank. That is called inerting. So number 8, ballasting. Vice versa of the ballasting, which is the ballasting is transferring water from sea to the vessel. Yan. Now let's move to number 9, tank cleaning. The primary purpose of tank cleaning aboard oil product and chemical tanker is to remove the most recent cargo from the vessel containment system. Which means, kailangan talagang linisin yung mga tanke para malis yung mga residue, para maiwasan yung pagkasira ng cargo. Last number is number 10, which is the tank inspection. In tank inspection, the procedure required for entering an oil tanker, it must have a permit to entry system in the form of standard checklist. And there are fundamentals requirements which when action must be witnessed and signed by the master and the chief officer. First is the ship tanks. In ship tanks needed periodic inspection for general integrity, corrosion status, and monitoring of the anodes. Then, yung pag-check din or checking ng mga damages, cracks, and deformation. Yun ako.